All right, hello, and welcome to A VO's Journey. My name is Anthony Pica. This show is all about helping the new and upcoming voiceover artists grow their business and sidestep all the crazy things that I seem to step on. Well, as you could tell, I'm in the booth, and I'm going to be doing a recording for you guys today. And, I'm working through some Fiverr gigs, and I thought, hey, I haven't come in the booth in a while and did some recording, so I'm going to talk to you a little bit about this script, which is called Smart Impress, from a customer who sent it to me, and they wanted me to go ahead and read it, but then they would review it and make changes and then send it back to me, in which case they will be charged revisions, but that's okay. And I thought I could talk to you and do the read for you, and also kind of explain to you a little bit about the style I'm going to take with this. Also, really cool thing real quick is that I just sent off the video I made for Fiverr, and this was a video that Fiverr contacted me to launch on their TikTok page, to make a video, just a quick video, a couple seconds of my studio and everything, and looking out the window. It was an interesting thing. I think they're just trying to show different places in the world that people are. So that's an interesting thing. So that was kind of cool. But anyways, let's go ahead and dive into this script. It's an advertisement. It's for a video narration. And it's one of those situations where this is not an overly emotional script. This is more of a academic kind of advertisement, if you will, and meaning that, less emotion as opposed to more matter of fact. Like, this is factual information. It doesn't have to be boring, but it's factual. So as I do this voiceover, I want to try to remember that, listen, this is information that I'm absolutely certain of. Okay, and I'm going to share that certainty with you. So that means a lot more downward inflection, a lot more certainty in my talking about these digital ads or Smart Impress. Okay, I've only read through a little bit of it, so you can kind of get a sheer idea of what it's like when I'm doing these. Now, real quick, first things first, I want to make sure that I'm actually going to zoom in to make this bigger. And the reason why I like to make it bigger is, well, I think it's self-explanatory, but I find that if you were like me when I first started, I had issues with just getting caught up with reading without constantly stopping and messing up. So I found that a lot of times, it depends on how well you can read ahead. And some people, if it's smaller, I didn't read ahead as well. And when it's bigger, I can see ahead easier. I don't use glasses. I don't think it's a maybe I need glasses, but anyways, I don't know. It helps. So it's a little trick, like a little trick if you're having issues with that. All right, so let's go ahead and dive in with this. Okay, so we're going to go ahead and start. And I'm just going to click the play button, and I'm just going to go and show you my process. All right, here we go. The digital ads on your business display devices are confined only to people who visit your shop, many of whom... Okay, cool. So I messed up. So what I like to do is I like to go back and be where I just started, all right, which is here. But I think I'm just going to start over from the beginning since... I messed up so early. But I like to do kind of like start and stop. So if I mess up, I just go back to where I messed up and go on from there so that it reduces the editing time later. Plus, I don't like to go back after I've done everything and re-record because then I'm out of the context. All right, here we go. The digital ads on your business display devices are confined only to people who visit your shop, many of whom may be your customers already. Won't you consider expanding it to include those who are in and around your immediate neighborhood, the extended township and beyond, so as to increase the number of your customers? This phenomenon is possible by a technology which we can provide at an astoundingly low cost. Regular out-of-home digital display advertising of brands and businesses takes multiple views to engage the customers. Obtaining impressions and measuring the effectiveness of such advertisements are really a guessing game. What if there is a better way? No, see, this should be, we didn't say way. So I'm going to move this down. I'm going to go back to just this spot. There we go. What if there is a better and effective way of doing digital display ads, which will make sure the ads will reach the right targeted niche set of audience? So when you run across something that's odd like this, because it's kind of oddly said, let's go back and see if we can make it sound a little bit better by adding some pauses. What if there's a better and effective way of doing digital display ads, which will make sure the ads will reach the right targeted niche, set of audience with high chances. So it's right targeted niche set. So I'm going to go back here, which will make sure the ads will reach, I messed up there, which will make sure the ads will reach the right targeted niche set of audience with high chances of real sales opportunities taking place. Introducing Smart Impress, an artificial intelligence-based smart digital out-of-home advertisements network platform that uses state-of-the-art technologies to provide advertising solutions for small, medium, and large businesses and brands with precise impression and reach estimations. Think about a shopper who is spending a considerable amount of time and energy for coming into a business for purchasing a product. The shopper may be missing an easy opportunity of buying other products in need from the same neighborhood or from the same strip mall just by not knowing what products and brands are available around. Smart Impress platform helps the business in a neighborhood by providing a state. So I'm going to stop there. Smart Impress platforms helps the businesses in a neighborhood by providing a state-of-the-art digital advertising solution where each business will benefit from. Smart Impress uses state-of-the-art wireless consumer electronics device, beacon sensing technology. So this is interesting. You can tell that there's a lot of long sentences here that are meant to really say without pausing. I think that's an issue they're going to have to readdress when they go and re-edit this. But I did want to mention one thing. If you notice at the beginning of this, I started Smart Impress platforms. So I kind of started Smart Impress platforms, and then here, Smart Impress, you notice that I started Smart Impress. I started lower. One, I started with a higher pitch and went down. The next paragraph, I started with the lower pitch and went up. It's just a way to give, with these types of things, different lead-ins that gives it some, I guess, just gives it some nice variety. So I'm going to go back to here. Smart Impress uses. Here we go. I'm going to go right in. All right, so let's see. Smart Impress uses state-of-the-art wireless consumer electronics device, beacon sensing technology, and cognitive image processing methods to precisely estimate the number of audience around a smart display. Our web-based portal. Now I clipped right there, so I got excited. Our web-based portal gives businesses a precise impression and reach. So that's weird, a precise impression. Let's go back. Our web-based portal gives businesses a precise impression and reach estimates for all their ads played in the network of smart displays. Okay, so, they kind of gave me a thing right here where I could go and check that out, and that's kind of weird. Now, I think this last one probably needs just one more take. For all their ads. Because when you come to the end, and it doesn't really kind of end really nicely, right? So we've got to kind of make it end nicely. Our web-based portal gives businesses a precise impression and reach estimates for all their ads played in the network of smart displays. So you notice I tried to really make that end like it was the end, even though it wasn't written that way. And I think you're going to run into that often, where people have written things. And I wanted to do this because, quite honestly, it's not written very well, as you can see. And you can see there's tons of stuff, that there was places where I had to say so many things without pausing because it was an entire product or a sentence that would not sound right. Now, going back, okay, so now it comes time to edit. So I'm going to go ahead. I'm going to press my letter B on my keyboard, which is a keybound, or it's a chain that I've recorded, and all I do is press that key, and it goes ahead and takes care of that for me. Now, I actually have a UA Universal Audio Apollo Twin. So, of course, right now what you're seeing is here, I'm using this, so my EQ and my compression was already taken care of. You're hearing me EQ'd and compressed, and when I record, it's already EQ'd and compressed right there. So I don't do any EQ or compression. What I am doing now, though, is this bee is running it through about 4 different things. I'm running it through a mouth declick, a voice denoise, getting rid of some extra background noise, as well as making sure there's no extra peaks or things like that. So it's really just cleaning up the audio. Now, at this point, once it finishes, what I like to usually do is go back through it, all right, from the beginning. All right, and you're going to see me. What I like to do is I've got some things here. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to go through this, and we're going to edit at the same time. So I'm going to take this, and I'm actually going to copy that little bit of space. All right, well, actually, I'm going to copy about that much of space so that as I go through this, I'm going to listen. I can paste things, as you'll see, right? So let's do this.
The digital ads on your business display devices are confined only to people who visit your shop, many of whom may be your customers already. Won't you consider expanding it to include those who are in and around your immediate neighborhood, the extended township and beyond, so as to increase the number of your customers? This phenomenon is possible by a technology which we can provide at an astoundingly low cost. Regular out-of-home digital display advertising of brands and businesses takes multiple views to engage the customers. Obtaining impressions and measuring the effectiveness of such advertisements are really a guessing game. What if there's a better and effective way of doing digital display ads, which will make sure the ads will reach the right targeted niche set of audience with high chances of real sales opportunities taking place? Introducing Smart Impress. An artificial
you can tell I'm leaving some
smart
things in and
out-of-home
taking some breaths out.
network platform that uses state-of-the-art technologies to provide advertising solutions
Now I'll take that
for
out.
small, medium, and large businesses and brands, precise impression and reach estimations. Think about a shopper who is spending a considerable amount of time and energy for coming into a business for purchasing.
I'm going to stop because I got... So I like to try to make it to the end without stopping if I
The shopper
can.
may be missing
But sometimes
an
it
opportunity
catches
of
up to me.
buying other products in need from the same neighborhood or from the same strip mall just by not knowing what products and brands are available around. Smart Impress platforms helps the business.
All right, so as you can see, I'm kind of getting to the end here.
A state-of-the-art digital advertising solution where each business will benefit from. Smart Impress uses state-of-the-art wireless consumer electronics device beacon sensing technology and cognitive
That was a long
image
phrase, wasn't it?
processing methods to precisely estimate the number of audience around a smart display. Our web-based portal gives businesses
I'm gonna go ahead and
precise
silence that.
impression and reach estimates for all their ads played in the network of smart displays.
Okay, so you can see what I did was I have a Magic Mouse, and on Adobe Audition, that allows me to go along and actually just move back and forth and edit while I'm listening to it. So while I was listening, was there any spots that had something that was out of the ordinary? And I didn't really hear anything. So that sounds pretty good. What I'm going to do now is I'm going to go ahead, hit my F key, which is just something that I keybound for saving a file. I'm going to go ahead and save this in the Fiverr. I always save as WAV. But I want to make sure that I change this, which will do I will call it Smart Impress. And then I always do my name, my or old email type of initial, and then I do this. All right, and then I go ahead and save it. And then what I will do is I will go in and upload that to Fiverr, and I'll be all done. All right, you guys, thank you so much for watching. Now, if you notice, when I went through here, I did leave some breaths in, and I took some out. And I don't like to have all the breaths in, but I do like to have some, especially on a longer form ad like this, because I think it sounds more natural. But you'll notice that I lowered them down. What we don't want is to have breaths that are, because that takes people out of the suspension of disbelief that we're trying to put them in while they're watching ads or watching film. We don't want them to be hearing odd breaths. So anyways, but, like I said, this was written an interesting way, but I thought it'd be a good exercise for you guys to see. Thank you all so much. I appreciate it. This was... I can't remember how much exactly it was, but I know it was over probably like $150 or so like that. So thank you guys so much for watching, and please like and subscribe as always, and I hope to see you next time. See you guys later. All right, bye-bye.